Hi guys, got a tech profile for you today. This is Superheavy Samurai FTK. Had a few people inquiring about it in the Superheavy Samurai Discord, and it's been a couple of ban lists since I last uploaded about this deck, so we've had a couple of revisions since then. So yeah, seems like a good time to do another video on it. I could go through card by card, but I think the best way would be to just do a test hand, and if the deck does what it's supposed to do, you should see almost every card. Main changes from last time I showed this off: we've lost Lincross and we've lost Union Carrier. They weren't super important. They were important to each other in a way. You would use Union Carrier to equip a Soulbreaker armor to one of your monsters, and then if you equipped it to a link monster like Barricade or Blocker, you could link that away into Lincross, which would then be it would drop the Soulbreaker armor that was equipped to it into the graveyard. You don't have one, you don't need the other. So instead we've got extra copies of Barricade or Blocker. I've been trying out this Ujinki Amaterasu. It can special summon one of our banished monsters, which will bring back a Soulbreaker armor we've already used, so we can use it again, just in case you can't find that third one. Summon Monk here is new. I'm not entirely happy with it yet. It works as a starter. You don't see your Soul Piercer or your redeployment. You can discard a spell to special Soul Piercer from the deck, and that is good enough as a starter. The thing I don't like about it is if you had redeployment, you'd play that. And you don't really want to discard Ultra Polymerization. The whole point of the deck is the deep draw until you find it. So you're going to be discarding one of these, and so Summon Monk is an extender if you draw it later on. You can special summon it off of Skull Dread, and again, you're discarding one of these, maybe a second redeployment if you happen to draw one. Discarding Iron Call to summon a Soul Piercer from the deck is not very different than activating Iron Call to summon it from the graveyard. So it's not the best extender in the world, is what I'm saying. But it can start the combo. Something like, I don't know, Gold Gadget that might be here instead. That can't do. Okay, let's jump into a test hand then, see how it goes. Okay, so this is an interesting hand. My usual rule when I draw Call by the Grave is I can't shuffle it back or discard it or anything. I assume that I would need to play it during the combo. So we're going to start off with redeployment. We'll discard that. It's great to get a Soulbreaker armor in the graveyard, but only one. Exactly one needs to be in the grave. And we've got our Machina engine going. This will let us special summon the Metal Cruncher from the deck. And Metal Cruncher's effect can add an Earth Machine. And the fact that we're using this line to start with means we didn't open a Soul Piercer, which means all three of them are still in the deck. So we can find that. And we haven't used our normal yet, so we'll normal summon. And we're going to go ahead and summon Scarecrow. We can't use the Scarecrow's effect because we have a spell in the grave, but it's good enough that it just has the Superheavy Samurai name. I'm going to add Peacemaker. Fire off Peacemaker and get the scales, which will bring back the Soul Piercer that we used there. I'm going to go ahead and use an extender here. Just because I like to keep a level 4 on the field, just in case it's a bit more useful than level 2. I want to make a Ballista. Just thinking about how this is going to go. I've got Iron Call, so normally I wouldn't send Soul Piercer to the grave here. I want to be able to chain block saryuja. But we're going to be able to Iron Call it back, so that's fine. Let's grab Soul Horns and Gearbox. Gearbox's effect is going to grab as an Anchor Drill. Okay, and I'm going to Iron Call to get back Soul Piercer. And what we want to do is deck thin as much as possible before going into Saryuja, so we have as good a chance as high a chance as possible of drawing the Ultra Polymerization. So I'm going to go ahead and make a Relinquish using the Soul Horns that we searched. That'll let us special summon the various Archfiend. can activate that effect, as well as the Soul Piercer we sent to the grave. Now, even though we're out of useful targets for Soul Piercer, we can still grab any old thing, and then when Saryuja gets us the draws, put back the useless cards. So I think it's time to go for Saryuja. And I said before I like to keep a level 4. I also like to keep a super heavy samurai on the field. Just so I can activate Claw and Horns. I've already used them this time, so it wouldn't really matter. So level 4 is good for our Xyz plays. So here we're chain blocking Saryuja. We're going to grab the Ben K, and let's see if we find an Ultra Poly. We did not. There's no point having 2 parallel Xyz though, so we'll put that back. And we'll put back the wagon and the second wagon. Yeah. It's a shame the parallel Xyz can't activate at this timing. It's drawn too late. So from here, what's our best option? We have quite a few. I think I'll just keep it simple and summon Anchor Drill and summon Gearbox with Anchor Drill's packed. Actually, I'm going to fire up Monster Reborn and get back a Soul Piercer. Because again, I want to chain block so you get when I have a chance. We're going to make a second. So yeah, I'm going to leave the Anchor Drill on the field. That means you still have access to our rank 8s. It's all about keeping options open. Sword Red with Soul Piercer chain blocked. And of course we want the Parallax Seed to activate as well. We'll grab anything really. And we'll draw our 4 cards. Okay, and what do we put back here? We've still not found the all-important Ultra Polymerization. So let's put back... Yeah, I don't think Summon Monk's right, even though we've got some good spells. Actually, no, let's put back this and we'll summon Pegasus off of the Summon Monk. And we'll get the effect of Parallel So, Saryuja, going to summon Monk. I'm actually going to have to make some more room, so let's go for an Xyz summon first. Yeah, we'll make Degaris. Just to clear the zones for when this resolves. Let's start. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the Pegasus. And Pegasus is back, we'll get the Soul Piercer back. It's just an extra copy of Scales, really. But as an extra utility here, because watch this. I'm going to use Anchor Drill to target Railroad Stampede. And then Railroad will target the Summoner Monk. And make it level match that. Now we have 3 level 8s. We can go for Coach King Giant Trainer. Right. Now, interesting thing here. If we Giant Trainer to draw 3 after using Saryuja, the cards we return to the bottom of the deck with Saryuja won't be drawn, so it's sort of like deck thinning. I think we've not got anything good to bring back. So to make Saryuja wet, I'd need to use Degaris or Iron Call to get a 4th monster. I'm going to go ahead and fire these up now. So thrice per turn, we can draw a card. Now the great thing here is, if we manage to hit a monster twice, we're only going to need 2 Salt Armors. So we didn't get that. We've got the extra redeployment that we don't need. Okay, so we still want to deck in as much as possible. So actually I might use Degaris' draw effect. That makes sense, yeah. Still not found what we wanted. I'll discard this. Yeah. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip the Soul Piercer. So we decked in as much as possible. Fire that off. Okay, in 11 cards, we're drawing 4. We must see one of the 3 Ultra Polys, right? Right, there's no chance. And there it is, the last card we drew. Whew, gotta get close. Right, let's put back this. We don't need that. Put that. And we'll put back the spare redeployment. Good. Right, Saryuja's effect. I'm going to summon the FTK. And I'm actually going to fire it off Succession now, because later on we won't have a good arrow to use it on. Let's use Ultra Poly. We'll fuse our Saryuja and FTK. Using the grave effect of Ultra Poly, and somewhere along the line we'll turn this into an Earth. FTK comes back to Saryuja, and now it has 0 attack and defense. We can banish the Swordbreaker armor to do 35. I'm gonna... gonna go for Curious here. We have 3 Earth monsters. Fire that off. I guess we can fire up the Soul Piercer. It doesn't really matter. We don't want to search this. We want to send it straight to the graveyard with Curious. And we're fine to mill because we've got the 3rd copy in here. We don't want to mill 2 of them. Let's use that. Burn for 35. Oh, still got 200 left. It's okay, we've got Iron Core. Bring back a monster. There's loads of ways we can get this into the graveyard now, but let's say Barricade Ball Blocker works. Use its effect to discard. Do anything else. And that's the game. So hopefully you got a good look. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments. And I'll reply as quickly as I can. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye!